Well, Granit, there seems to be a real buzz about this training ground at the moment. If you could sum up this Arsenal team in one word, what would it be?
Energy.
If you could sum up Mikel Arteta in one word, what would it be?
Oof, you have to think about it because you can use a lot. Special.
Okay. And if there's one word for Granit Xhaka this season?
Different.
It's interesting to hear you say different. Different in what way? How's your role changed at Arsenal over the course of the different managers? Arsene Wenger brought you in, Unai Emery, now you have Mikel Arteta.
If I say different, I'm not speaking about my position.
Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking of myself. Mm-hmm. Much more experience, much more calm. Changed a lot since I have the kids. But on the pitch, of course, a new position where I never played before, where Mikel Arteta put me in, where, if I'm honest, never ever was thinking I can play this position. I didn't like it a lot, and I told that to Mikel as well, but he told me that I can play this position. You have only to feel it and to love to play there. So I started to do that. Of course, my numbers speaks for myself as well. The minutes I had played already as well. And for me, the most important thing is to play. It doesn't matter which position. And I try everywhere where Mikel puts me as well to help the team.
And what has Mikel Arteta done for this team? You called him special before. What's he done? How's he done this?
I remember when he came the first time on the training ground here, we went in a room where you have a lot of chairs, and he put all the chairs on the ground and he said, guys, you are looking at this at the moment. So it was chaos. It was a big chaos. So what he did is he put the chairs in the first year, in the second year, in the third year, where the chairs have to be. Yeah. And that's why we are looking like this. So everything is from the organization, for example, the training staff, how we prepare ourselves for the opponent, the training ground, the people around. He did something where I never ever was thinking he can do that in 3 years.
And we got used to him in the documentary, obviously. The light bulb, you'll never walk alone, music, many more things as well, putting up tweets. Yeah. I suppose what everyone wants to know, has he done anything like that this season where the cameras haven't been in?
If I'm honest, I don't know where he see this type of game. So we have nearly every day a DJ on a training pitch. He's putting some music. But we are doing as well before the game some couple of games where it's only to be awake, to be ready for the game. So it's very, very interesting because I never had it before. So he knows exactly where he needs to push us, when to push us, where to take the pressure off, when to put more pressure. It's something he smells, even if you don't have a lot of experience like a head coach. It's the first station if you think about it. But he has this feeling and this makes him very special.
I was going to say, what was it like in those early days? You mentioned the chairs and you mentioned everything. But at the time, he was talking about the non-negotiables. He was phasing out players like, big characters, big players, Mesut Ozil, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. At that point, did everyone buy in immediately, or was that a process?
It's still a process. Mm-hmm. I think the process is not done. Yeah. You say these two players, there was a big names in this football club. We respect them a lot. But of course, to do these things, you need the support from the club. And I think that Mikel had this support from the club as well to do it. And but you have different type of character today, different type of players as well. And now, of course, you can say that it was a good decision from Mikel to do that. But how I say it, my relationship with these both players was very good and never had any problems with any players. But this is a decision from the club and from Mikel.
We get the sense that Mikel has these high standards for everybody and everyone's responded to that, and there's a real great team spirit. The longer the season's gone on and you've stayed at the top, you're 5 points clear, massive win against Everton during the week. Does he ban title talk around the place? Do the players ban title talk, or do you take on that pressure yourselves and speak about it openly?
he demands a lot from us, but he wants us to demand from each other as well a lot.
Yeah.
Every day, 100%. Don't drop anything because can change weekend by weekend. You lose 2 games, you are again second.
Yeah.
But if I'm honest, we didn't speak about to win a title yet. But if you are so close, why not? I mean, you are 5 points clear over second place. We know that you are still 13, 14 games to play. But why not to put the belief in each other and to speak about it? I'm a big fan of to dream a little bit, but this is not a dream. This is something where you can really achieve. And but we are still thinking step by step, game by game, and let's see how far we can take it and bring it.
Obviously, talent speaks for itself. You've got the talented players here at Arsenal. You wouldn't be in the position you are without it. But how much of it is about mentality? And there will be a lot of players not used to this position. And what role did people like yourself, Zinchenko,
help each other here? Go on, lads, help each other as well.
What role do you play in a changing room at this point of the season?
I mean, talent is not enough. I don't think that only with talent you can achieve something big. But if you see us on a training pitch day by day, how much we care, how much we work, it starts everything, even with the food. Mikel changed even in the food, for example.
What food has he changed?
He changed a lot of food. Our body fat dropped massively. But these are small details where in the end are massive.
You mentioned some of the young players. Let's talk about Xhaka in particular, Martinelli as well. You know, you've got these guys are on fire at the moment, brilliant to watch, vibrant part of the team. Martinelli, I think, is 3 league goals off Marcus Rashford this season. What can you say about those 2 players in particular?
First of all, they are very humble. Even if they have this status now, where they are, they listen much more than they was listening before. They want to improve every day. They ask questions when they need something. And after you can see the results on the pitch. I'm not surprised they are scoring. I'm not surprised they are giving a lot of assists. I'm not surprised that they are helping the team with the energy, with the runs they do, with the fight they have for themselves, for the team. And the numbers, they speak for themselves, for sure.
It's a real transformation of the whole club.
100% yes. I'm here since 2016, 7 years. Never ever was this relationship between the fans and the players like this today. But this is everything about the process. This is what Mikel said from the beginning. You need time. You need time that the fans understand the philosophy of Mikel as well. And they get the results now. So I wish that for the next couple of years, even if maybe a couple of games is not going well, to still have this support what they are giving us at the moment, because you can see that we try to give them something back.
I think a couple of your teammates in an interview said recently that you would be a very good manager but very strict. Don't know if you heard that.
Yeah.
How would Granit Xhaka, the manager, manage Granit Xhaka, the player?
If I'm honest, I'm with B-Lights, I'm done. I'm looking now for the next step.
Yeah.
Hate excuses, even like a footballer now, but even hopefully later like a coach. I want a lot of respect between each other and work, because I think these 3 points are massive to achieve something. Of course, you need a lot of other details as well, but I think that these 3 points are very, very important for myself today, but as well, hopefully, you never know, after many years, like a coach.
Premier League manager someday?
You never know, why
Arsenal?
not? Why not? Let's ask Mikel how long he wants to be here. But no, I'm joking. It's always a dream to be a coach in the Premier League, for example. But we go step by step. Let's see where I can first start to coach somewhere.
And a very brief question actually about Jorginho coming into this side. You've had many battles over the years But he said recently the first thing you did was you recommended a restaurant and you wouldn't let him pay. You paid for his dinner. Is that another one of your roles, to make the new guys feel welcomed, again, galvanise that team spirit?
I know Jorginho very well because we played against each other, even in the Premier League, but as well a lot in the national team. A lot of respect to him, lovely guy. We don't speak about a footballer because we see the results as well. He called me one day around 7:30 and said to me, "Yeah, you are the guy who can sort me something." So yeah, let's make me some calls. And yeah, I told the restaurant not to pay. I pay for him, and yeah, I like to try to help the new players as well and to give them good feeling here. And he was enjoying that a lot.
And of course, what it could all lead to with this spirit and this team, is it the best feeling you've ever known at Arsenal? And ultimately, can it end with a trophy lifted at the end of the season? Do you dreaming of that?
It's a different feeling. It's a different feeling, different type of players and team. But of course, to finish the season with a trophy, the Premier League trophy, will be huge. I think for not myself, but every player, the fans, after so many years again to win the trophy.
Granit, we wish you well for the run and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that.